Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. In today's video guys, we'll show you, if you have a Chevy Cruze guys, how to remove and how to replace rear window motor. Now if your rear window doesn't work and you think it's a motor or you want to test it guys, you need to remove it. Stay with us, we'll explain how to do that. Quick introduction guys now. We have more than 200 videos on Chevy Cruze and more than 200 videos on every car we get at the shop. And why we do all that? Because our mission guys is to save you as much money as we can. So please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Hopefully guys you will find the information helpful. If you need to buy any tools or any parts guys for your car, you can find the link in the description of the video below. You can get them for a super good price, okay, and very fast shipping as well. So let's start on it now. So we'll need to actually remove guys the window regulator in order to get to the window motor. So stay with us and we'll do that and then we'll continue. So what we need to do first, so we need to open the rear door, and rear left or right door is the same procedure guys. Right here, first thing that we need to do is under the door handle you have actually one cover, okay, that you need to pop loose. So okay, like that, we get it out. Perfect. And he has 3 clips on it. Let me show you, 1, 2, 3. They go in these holes. There is one screw with Torx 20. So if you need any tools or parts guys, you can check out the tools and parts in the description of the video below, and you can see where we get everything of our parts from. We remove that screw. Perfect. Now right here we have another cap. Okay, check out. This is in that door handle. Perfect. And we have one more screw just like the one that we already removed. And this one is with the same tool, Torx 20. So far not complicated, right? Okay, we got it out. Now we get a plastic panel removal tool. Okay, and we start guys getting that panel loose. So let me explain what we'll be doing. We need to find a spot where we can put the tool in. You need to start prying a little bit. That tool is good that it doesn't cause damage guys. It's very very tight, so find a spot where you can get the tool in good and you can pry. I don't think this door has ever been removed. No, it's tight. But once you get the tool in and you can get your hands in, okay, here you have to be careful because the door will fall apart. So we need to grab and pry right here. Okay, not to break your door panel. The same thing applies to the front, because otherwise you may break your panel guys. Perfect. If you break any clips, we'll have the replacement clips in the description of the video below. Now, okay, let's see here if it's stuck or if we have side clips, because sometimes you have side clips. That's why it's a good thing to always watch guys the video to know what's happening. It just goes in. Okay, let me see now. Yep, we need to go up. We just need to lift it up. Perfect. Need to lift it up, need to get out of the lock button. Now we need to disconnect the door handle. How you do that? Okay, let us explain you quick. Okay, that tooth right here, okay, needs to be pried up a little bit. Then it comes out, and it comes out of here and pull the ball out. Next, okay, the wiring harness for the window switch. Press in, pull it out. Okay, let me see if I can get it with that hand. Yep, right there. Press in, pull out. And you can see the door panel came out. Let us show you now where all the clips are guys. So you need to know. Facing with the back, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one clip is missing. Right here, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 clips. 2 clips that we broke guys, and that we will need to replace. Now, once you remove them or replace with new one, you just push them in. We're going to get a clip removal tool now to actually get them out, otherwise you won't be able to install the door panel later. So let us show you now, okay, where that is. So this is the clip removal tool. Okay, we're going to go down and up. We have two of them. One here, you go underneath and it pops out. One more, you have to go on the very last layer, pull it out. Now, how you guys install those when you get new replacement ones, I'll go ahead and order some. I'll share the link, guys, in the description of the video below. But you just push them in the canal until they go in. Okay, and you will be practically, guys, okay, ready with the door panel now. Next we need to get a Torx 20 and we need to remove two more screws. These screws actually hold that handle here. That support for the door panel, not handle, excuse me, support for the door handle. Perfect, it's out on one side, now we're going to remove it on this side. In the meantime, guys, after you do that, we'll need to actually start removing, okay, that plastic insulation out. You just grab it with two hands and gently, guys, start pulling it out, because otherwise you will break it and you will have to fix it. Otherwise you will hear wind noise. The car will get incredibly, guys, cold winter time, and you'll definitely notice big change. So we're going to gently pull it out. Later you need to reseal all that when you're ready to put the door together. I've seen so many doors, okay, when we replace window regulators or motors, anything like that, with that insulation completely broken, and I wonder why I hear so much road noise, so much wind. Okay, just like that. So we're going to actually go ahead and remove that wiring harness from that bracket there, so we can make the wiring harness go through the insulation. Otherwise we will not be able to remove it there. Now careful, the speaker hasn't been removed, but I don't think we need to remove it. We can just put it next to the speaker there. Okay, like that. This is enough for us to work on. So we are going to get some duct tape now, and we're going to tape our window to stay up. Why? Because otherwise, guys, okay, what could happen when we remove the regulator, it can drop and break, guys. So I would even recommend to use more duct tape. We'll do a single one, it's enough in most of the cases at least. But if you have a second person to just hold it for sure to make sure it doesn't drop, it's even better. 10mm socket now right here. We're going to disconnect the window from the window regulator. Okay, and don't take them all the way off, just get them loose. Okay, both of them. Now, guys, what do we need to do after that? We need to go ahead and get the same 10mm, and we have a few more bolts that we need to remove. Okay, for the regulator. One here, one there, and before we remove the third one, let's disconnect the wiring harness for the window motor. Right here you need to pull it on the other side. Let me see now. You push in here and you disconnect it. Okay, you can see how that safety red thing needs to come out. And this is okay, according to the thing, you don't need to remove it all the way, but to be honest with you, I don't know if we will be able to come out because the windows is all the way up. So what we'll do, we'll just remove it. Okay, and the whole regulator will come out. Now it's a matter of time to get it out and get covered in white grease. You can see the regulator, window motor, guys, everything comes out. With the window regulator out of the way, now we can separate the regulator from the motor. Few screwdriver, guys. Okay, and we have, you can see, let me see if that will actually work. One of the big bits. Let me check this thing. Yep, this one will work, so we'll see if that screwdriver can do it. You can see how tight it is, and that screwdriver is amazing, guys. Now careful, because the wheel may come off, so gently guys, okay, gently pull it out now. Okay, like that, not to pull that wheel out of there, it needs to stay there, and this is the window motor and the regulator separated. So this is guys the window motor right here. That's how we remove it. If you need to replace it, you just put it together in reverse order. We took it apart. We have the new motor listed in the description of the video below, and the part numbers if you need to get one. Now if you need to see how to test one, if it's working or not, we'll have guys the video on the channel, so please check it out. But pretty much that's all guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and see you guys next time.